Hello friends, happy spring. Spring is finally here, and guess what? Spring has sprung at Lowe's Garden Center. I hope you guys are doing well and you're ready for the spring planting season. So in today's video, as you can see, they have a lot of spring bulb plants here. So we have tulips. These are the purple tulips. They are $2.98. So they have them in pink, yellow, purple, red. And what I would do with these small containers, friends, I would plant these in bigger planters that you have and probably make like a beautiful spring planter with tulips, daffodil, and hyacinths, right? I would not keep them in these small containers. I would plant them in bigger containers, or you can put them in the ground. Just make sure you plant them right at the level they are in these small containers. Anyways, so I'm gonna go through here and share with you what they have and the prices. So here's a bigger container. This is $7.98. This is the 2.5 quart, and this is the pink beautiful tulip. And here they have the purple tulip, the same price, $7.98. And here we have the yellow tulip. So if you missed out your chance on planting bulbs in the fall season, you could come over here and pick up some at Lowe's Garden Center. And here they have this one in this beautiful decorative planter for $10.98. These are the yellow daffodils. And they will get 12 to 18 inches tall and 8 to 10 inches wide. So flip the tag over and it tells you how tall they will get and if they will return in your zone. And I like that with this one, they have a nursery container right in the middle of this container, so you can just take it out and plant it, right? And you could reuse a beautiful planter for something else. And here they have the red and white ruffled tulips. This is $10.98. This is 3-quart container. And the same concept here too. You could just take it out from the nursery container and plant it, or keep it in this small one. I feel like if you put it in a bigger container, it gives a better impact on the eyes than when you keep it in such a small container. And remember, they're gonna get like 12 inches tall, right? That's a good size. Alrighty friends, and on this end they have these in these wooden square planters, $14.98. Friends, I did a lot of spring bulbs in fall. I'm telling you, you should see my patio. It's a hot mess. I have a ton of planters out there, but I'm keeping them on my table outside, just away from the squalls, until the bulbs have emerged completely. But I can't wait to share my spring bulb tour with you when they're in bloom. I'm so excited about spring. I love spring. I love the colors. I just love spring. I just love everything about spring. Anyway, friends, and here we have one already taken down for you. These are pansies. They're $12.98. You can hang them if you want to, or you can just put them in a bigger planter or keep them in the container. They come in your choice, right? And these pansies, they will only get 10 inches tall and 8 to 10 inches wide. And I did some pansies from seeds. Oh, I can't wait to harden them off, bring them outside for them to go through the process and share those with you also. I have a busy spring planting season, and I'm sure you do too. And here we have pink tulip for $19.98. These are in a bigger container. And they have the red also. I love these bowls. They're so cute. And they have the yellow. And they have the purple. As I said, I'm just trying to share all the selections they have here with you. And over here, they brought these back. I remember these containers. Remind me of the IKEA containers, these yellow ones. These are $10.98. They are the yellow and orange daffodils in here. And here's this beautiful ruffled tulip also for $10.98. Alrighty, let's move over on this end. They have hyacinth in this beautiful metal tin. These are $14.98. So they have the purple, they have the pink, and I'm just here like making sure I share all the colors with you. And they also have it in the daffodils. Yes, the yellow and orange daffodil. Alrighty friends, and moving over here, I'm sure you guys probably know this is the ready to fill container. They have them in a couple of different sizes here. This is the medium. It fits 11.7 inches decorative planter for $16.98. So with this, you just drop it in 11x7 decorative planter. Or as I say, I would just take them out, add salt to my planter and just take them out and put them in there. But whatever works for you. And this is a combination. You have tulips, daffodils, and hyacinth in this one. So I would probably call this like a bulb lasagna, right? With the 3 different ones in there. So they will be popping up and blooming at different time for you. Alrighty friends, look what I found. I was really surprised when I found these at Lowe's. These are columbine, yes, and they're in the smaller container and they're already blooming there, right? Look at that, it's so pretty. So they're $4.98 in the 1 quart container. And of course they bloom in the spring and they're upright perennial and they prefer more of the shade side of the garden, not full sun. And they will only get 9 to 11 inches tall and 8 to 10 inches wide. So keep that in mind. These are nice if you want to put in your borders, if you want to make a beautiful spring container. These are really nice, but I don't remember seeing columbine at the garden center this early. And I do not remember seeing columbine in a 1 quart container either. So I thought this was a good option here if you just want a smaller one to mix up in your containers or just to put at your front garden bed. And they're already blooming. So there you go. So they have them in the purple and they have in the yellow. The blooms are really pretty on these. So pretty. I'm telling you friends, I am so excited for the 2025 garden season and to see what new plants I can find at the garden centers. And here we have Foothill Creeping Phlox for $4.98. Friends, my neighbor out the road, they have like a rocky kind of area at their front yard, and these they spill over. They're so pretty. So they will get 15 to 18 inches wide and they spread, right? That's probably where the name comes from, the creeping. They spread and they spread really nice over the big rocks they have. It is such a pretty sight in the spring season. I just enjoy seeing them. And I think they have them in the pink and the purple in their gardens. So pretty. Alrighty, let's move on to the shrubs. So I'm going to share with you shrubs that will give you spring blooms or shrubs that is perfect for the spring season. So here we have Forsythia. This is the show off from Proven Winners. And it says the Forsythia is covered from base to tip with yellow blooms each spring for a superior display. Its rounded habit and dark green foliage make it shine all season. Yes. So friends, my neighbor on both ends, they have Forsythia, right? So it makes a really good privacy fence. See when the blooms, when the color changes, not blooms, the green just turned to yellow. It's really pretty. They prefer sun or pot shade. They get 5 to 6 feet tall and wide, and their season of interest is spring. They don't bloom flowers, but the foliage just turns to this really bright yellow. It's absolutely gorgeous, as you can see there on the picture. And they are $44.98. But throughout the video I did find different ones with different price ranges, so I'll definitely share that with you. So from Monrovia, we have rhododendron. This one is the landmark for $48.98. Bloom in spring, prefers partial sun. This is just me here fighting with the tag. They're hardy from zones 5 through 8, and their hardiness is down to -20, and they will reach 4 feet tall and wide. Yes, I love the blooms under rhododendron, so pretty. And there's different ones out there. So what I do if I'm trying to pick up one, I just take my phone out that I share with you guys and just Google some more features and see if this is something I want. So that way when I get home, I don't want to return the plant, right? So I do my research while shopping at the garden centers. Alrighty, and here they have another one. This is for $9.98. I was like, what? I was so impressed with the price, right? $10 for this one. I was really surprised by this. And this is non-hardy from zones 1 to 3, and it will get 3 feet tall and 2 feet wide. And I'm just taking it out to share with you what it looks like. There you are. Look at that. Looks pretty healthy. And there's some nice buds on there. And the name is on the screen for you. So this one is the Olga. And it's completely filled with buds, friends. Just look at that. So they'll be opening very soon. And as always, I'm digging through to make sure I don't miss any. So here's this one, PJM, for $9.98. Is it me or this just seem like a very low price? I don't know. I feel like they're always like maybe $20, $25, $10. That's a really good price. This one will get 5 feet tall and wide. Non-hardy from zones 1 to 3. And here we are. That's what it looks like. There you go. Here's a backup here for you. So pretty. I love the dark glossy foliage on it. So pretty. And all right, friends, let's go across to this other end and let me bring this out of the sun so you can see what it is. All right, so this is a Kramer's Red Heather for $13.98. It bloom in spring and winter. Yes, it's checked for the winter box there. Wow, I never noticed that. So this bloom in spring and winter, which is very unusual, right? And it's non-hardy in zones 1 to 5. Sorry about I'm trying to get the phone to focus here, the camera to focus. And it has such pretty dainty blooms on it. Look at this. This is what it looked like together. So pretty. And I don't know, they have some down below here, but that's what it looks like in the shade. Anyways, friends, let's move over here. These look like forsythia to me. Yep, they are forsythia. This is a Linwood Gold, $22.98. So there you go. They're not $45 like the ones from Proven Winners. And this one will actually get 10 to 12 feet tall and wide. I think the Proven Winners one went up to 6 feet. And they're non-hardy in zones 1 to 3. So after spring is no longer here, they turn back to green, and they only change color in the spring season, and they just turn to green, and they make great privacy fence. And I'm only talking because I see them on both sides of my house, right? My two neighbors on both ends. Anyway, so here we have this other type of rhododendron. This one is $36.98. It's non-hardy from zones 1 to 3. It will get 6 feet tall and 6 feet wide. I met this person, and he was probably maybe in his 70s, and he showed me this rhododendron he has. And friends, he said he planted it the day his daughter was born, and it was 38 years old. I think I have a short video, I featured it, but it was so tall. And I thought to myself, that's a really special story, planting a plant the day when your child was born, right? Anyways, let's move over to this one. We have this Sister Redhead from Proven Winners. It loves full sun, it's drought tolerant, it's unique texture. This will bloom in the spring season. It's hardy from zones 5 to 8. It will get 3 to 4 feet tall and wide. So as always, friends, follow the instructions and tag and plant your plants accordingly. Very important. This Scotch Broom Sister Redhead is absolutely gorgeous, so pretty. And it is $29.98. Alrighty, friends, and on this other side, look what they have here. They have Magnolia, yes. So this one is Ann Magnolia for $44.98. It will bloom spring and summer, and it prefers part sun. And it will get 8 feet tall and 10 feet wide. Non-hardy in zones 1, 2, 3. Friends, I found the Ann Magnolia and the Jane Magnolia and Clarence last year. And I'm not sure if you remember, I did purchase them. And I went outside and I checked on them. And they have beautiful buds coming from them. I am so excited that I decided to pick them up because I'm just loving the fact that I'm going to get beautiful blooms very soon. Anyways, so up here we have Bonfire Patio Peach. This is different for $49.98. It's non-hardy in zones 1 to 4. It will get 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide. So this is what it looks like. I'm not sure what this plant is, but there it is. And then here, as I was sharing with you, here we have the Jane Magnolia for $29.98. And this one is non-hardy from zones 1 to 3. It will get 10 to 12 feet tall and 8 to 10 feet wide. Look at the blooms on here. It's so pretty. And I'm going to take it here. Just want to share this with you so you could see it next to the other one. There you are. And when I did some research, I think they come in 10 different types. So I know the Jane and the Anne, but they have them in all different names out there. So I feel like when I like something, I like to add more of it to the garden. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes out to see if they get more Magnolia at the garden centers. And here we have Salix Willow for $22.98, bloom in the spring season. And it will get 25 feet tall and 15 feet wide. It's non-hardy in zones 1 to 4. So friends, remember, these are baby plants. So they're going to grow up just like adults, right? Just like people. So make sure you plant them according to the requirements on the instructions, okay? This will get so tall. So make sure you know where you're putting them before you pick them up. All right, friends, here we have another broom. This one is a Madame Butterfly for $22.98. This one is the yellow one. This will get 3 to 6 feet tall and 4 to 8 feet wide. And it's non-hardy in zones 1 to 5. Alrighty, and they have another one. This one is the Bus Coupe Ruby Scotch Broom for $22.98. I feel like you see a lot of unique plants in the spring season because a lot of them, they do bloom in the spring season. So just keep that in mind. And this will get 4 feet tall and 3 feet wide, non-hardy in zones 1 to 4. So if you like this Scotch Broom plant, you have different colors here you can choose from. All right, friends, and over here in this other end, they have Perfect Mundo. This is a reblooming azalea from Proven Winners So it says, gussy up the garden with the classic red and green combination of Perfecto Mundo, red azalea, deep scarlet bloom start in spring, return in summer, and continue through fall. I think I would like to get this one, friends. It gives you different seasons of blooming here. It loves sun or part shade. It's hardy from zone 6B through 9. It will get 2.5 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. I love when your spring blooming shrubs bloom in fall or summer for you and not just spring. So this one is a really good one to pick up because of the 3 seasons of interest. And it is $28.98. And next to it we have another rhododendron. This is the Dandy Man color wheel from Proven Winners. And friends, if you read what's in front of you, this was like, I'm like, I want this one. It says, there's never a dull moment with evergreen Dandy Man color wheel. In your landscape, flowers start red, open to deep pink, and finally turn bright white. Look at that. It's so interesting, right? And the only time it blooms is the spring season, unfortunately. But I love the different color changing on here. It's hardy from zones 5 through 9, and it will get 4.5 feet tall and wide. All right, friends, this is it for today's video. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you get out to the garden centers and see what you can find. Happy spring. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.